find that it is you who are mistaken about a great many things.
Welcome. What up? What's going on, everybody? Welcome. It's Wednesday night. Wednesday night, fight night. What's going on? What's everybody doing? Seems we already have ourselves a topic for tonight. Let's try to mute that so we don't have any interference. And then now we have the other side of the coin for this. The Dingus. The Dingus. Oh, he's quiet. This will be easy then. All right, so how we have things. Let's see. We might have to do this. I pulled something up. He must be having some issues. But we are going to be ranking movies in either from worst to best or best to worst. And I think we have 11 to do. 11 to rank tonight. All right, so we're just going to wait for him to come back in. Technical difficulties. Be right back. Of course. Because it's probably that storm coming in. But that's all right. We will see. We'll wait. We'll see what's going on. Anybody have any idea what we are going to be debating or ranking tonight? Anybody get the teaser on Saturday night? Still trying to figure out this graph. I wonder if I should make a second one. Let me see if I can click and get another one. Very cool. So now I can do one on my own, although I don't understand why there's so many rows. I don't need that many rows. But we'll get this rocking in and rolling. I'm going to set mine up right now while we wait for the Dingus to return. And we'll go from there. Where is that one? Oops. Can I switch these out or do I have to take it out? Alright, so I have to take it down to put it back up. Okay. I gotcha. Let's see. I'm still working on my list here, so give me a moment. All right. So what's everybody doing? How's everybody doing so far today? What's everybody up to? Let's see. We got chat. We have the artist formerly known but also returning as the Portuguese flower, Miss Ben Solo, Portuguese flower, the crazy Christina. What's happening? Gannon, what are you flexing? Not internet issues, mic issues. Oh no! Working on a game and tired tonight. I had to cut some wood this morning. It's alright. It says it's not internet issues, so he's not having that problem. Alright, so what is going on with everybody else in the chat? How's everybody doing?
Finally.
Oh my god, it freaking took you long enough.
Well, you see, I usually stream off of like one device, right? But for some reason, it wasn't picking up my mic at all, and I don't know why, considering it's the thing that I've been using for every week for the past couple weeks, or not couple weeks, couple months. So I have no idea why it was just not doing that.
Gotcha.
Very infuriating. So I'm gonna have to mess around with it more and figure out why I wasn't picking it up. Anyway, I'm here now. I hope everyone's been doing well. I'm going to share this out really quick. Again, stating that we are live. I'm officially on here now after
finally.
technical difficulties.
It's all right.
It's like I was waiting to join, and then technical difficulties. You know, it's the life of streaming. They always hit at the worst times. Although mine was kind of minor, so that was good. It just took time to boot up what I'm on now. So yeah. So you've been doing well?
Yeah.
Yeah. Same here.
All right, so I'm looking to see.
So my intent with what I sent you is
I'm trying to figure out how it works because I'm trying to figure out how I can just put them in an order, but I think I'm looking over other ones that are not going to sway my voting, but I'm just looking to see how other people, and I think now I have to change it so it'll make more sense.
Okay.
Because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows and whatever, so it's kind of complicated, but well, I'll get it figured out.
All right. In the meantime, while you're working on that, I don't know. How's everyone in the comments doing? I hope everyone here is doing good. I know you already covered that there's a Patrick, there's a Christina, there's a Ronnie J for at least a few minutes. You know, he's already wanting to leave before we get into the main stuff, but you know, it is what it is. All right.
There's a picture missing, but like I said, I'm throwing in a wild card as well.
Oh. Wild card.
All right, so I'm going to save mine now. I'm going to download the image, so it's saved.
All right.
Although I can't add the wild card, but I'll explain where that goes when it's time for my own list.
A wild card.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then I'll do a share screen for the one we're going to build together. Or attempt to build together without trying to kill one another first. But we shall see how that goes. But yeah, I don't think they're ready for this. Yeah, I'll put your ass in timeout. The Spectacular Ralphie. What's going on? I don't know who you are.
That's one of my good. That's one of my good close friends.
Oh, okay.
He lives like 5 minutes away from me. So.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Anyway, Roddy J is asking, "How am I doing?" I'm doing quite splendid. Yeah. I haven't been up to too much else. Just the regular. I've been enjoying the new Boba Fett was quite good. I'm not gonna say any spoilers since it just came out today, and I'm sure
We'll spoil it Saturday.
Spoil it Saturday. Yeah,
because I'm not. I gave people enough time for Spider-Man. Disney Plus. If you don't have Disney Plus and you don't watch it within, was it 4 days? Not my problem.
plenty of time.
Gannon, I'm gonna time your ass out.
Well, he said it wrong. It's do ya, not do you. It's do ya.
Mad Hatter, what's going on? We're getting ready to rank these things out. Let me get a share.
We are. This is going to be quite interesting. Because the whole reasoning of why this show is a thing is because of our disagreements about
how much The Last Jedi sucks balls.
Well, correction, it's Rise of Skywalker, but it's okay. We'll let that one slide.
Something tells me you're going to put The Rise of Skywalker at the very bottom.
Maybe I will, maybe I won't. Only time will tell.
But we'll also use the chat to also help us.
The
if
chat.
we have too much of a disagreement, we'll let them help us place.
We'll see what everyone thinks.
All right, so is everybody somewhat familiar with what we're working with?
We're working with Star Wars movies. We have the main 11 live action films here, going all the way through the prequels, original trilogy.
12. There is actually 12.
What are you throwing in as a 12th?
Oh, you'll see.
You'll see. Is this like the very end? Is that what this is?
This is when I reveal mine.
Okay. All right.
So, like, I don't fully understand these tiers.
The one
That's A, B, C, D.
The one I sent you originally, I had it numbered 1 through 11.
Did I miss that one?
I thought I saved it that way.
No.
Because there's a way that I can... Okay, that is weird then.
Because I clicked on what you sent me and it did not do what you think it's doing.
Weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, whenever I click it, it does that. That is very weird.
But it's all right. It's okay. We'll just work with it. We'll figure something out down the road. It don't matter. So we'll just go. What I'll do is there's 5. So I'll go maybe 3, 2.
Well, you have enough for 2 in each one, and then 3 in one. So that could either be at the bottom or top.
We'll do 3 at the very top maybe we'll do 3 in the second one. That'll cover 6.
In other words, ignore the letters. Everything is going to be ranked 1 through 11.
Going from top to bottom.
Yes.
I have mine already saved. I'm not going to touch mine. You have yours.
I already have mine ranked, yes.
So he says Solo is a C tier.
Well, I do have a number to associate with Solo. But how do we want to begin this?
Like, what's your number 1?
Well, okay, yeah.
Right,
so we're going to start this easily.
Before we get into that, we're maybe since this is like a new thing, maybe we'll put down a little bit of a foreground, a little bit of a thing.
All right.
Say we like number 1. We might be kind of close. All right.
Yeah.
Because like the conjoined one shouldn't be much issue. The main conversation is going to start when we throw up the 2 conflicting ones. Or do we want to do our conflicting ones and then try to build a common one?
No, we're building the common one first. Because I think after we do our common one, it'll make more sense for our reasonings behind our argument that we give here at the beginning.
So, like, through the common one, I guess we'll take some feedback from the chat, too.
Yes. You all are included. But I think before we fully start on this, there is something that while we have a little bit of an audience here, since this is a new show, what topics would you all like to see debated? What things would drive you all here to come see? What topics would you like to see? We're open to any suggestions. You know, we just want to know what you'd be into. Because what's a show without an audience that doesn't care with what you're doing?
So it's a debatable topic.
Exactly.
Why Ronnie J should get Disney Plus?
Well, I'm not sure how debatable that is, but you know.
I can always play devil's advocate.
It would be fun to have some weeks of where one of us plays devil's advocate, yes.
Most overrated games are overrated TV shows. That could be.
I'm not sure my knowledge of TV is good enough for that.
Well, what we would do is we would take like 5 or 10 shows, and it'll give us like a week or so to do some kind of research. And even if we're not on the up and up, it don't matter. It's still just a debate.
Yeah. Patrick says Star Wars video games. That would be a very good one. Ronnie J says he doesn't mind, just whatever it's about. I mean, part of this too is that both me and Kilo will get into different things here.
We can also debate who is
our
the
horizons.
best. We can also debate who's the best on-screen person in the cantina.
Oh, me, obviously. Oh, wait, I'm not allowed to say myself? Oh. Oh, sorry, I didn't get the memo there.
It doesn't matter to me if it's something about different games and shows I don't mind seeing.
It doesn't matter what you don't mind seeing, because of course there's going to be weeks of where it's like, oh, you probably don't care about this topic, but like, what would you want to see? If you could, like, what stuff would you want to see people battle over? Because you have nothing else to do in their lives.
But even if the topic came up to be something like fucking Harry Potter, which I
can do Harry Potter.
I give 2 rats ass about Harry Potter. All right. But I would still watch the show because who knows what's going to happen between me and you,
Right.
or what's going to happen between. I would put um, Gannon in my spot for that because I know he's a Harry
Exactly.
Potter nerd,
Mm-hmm.
and I'd still watch.
Yeah. Like, I know he's a lot bigger in Harry Potter than I am, but I've seen him. Like, I'm familiar with him. I like the movies. It's been a long time.
I just gave a topic where I wouldn't be on screen.
You're right. Ralph says ranking the MCU. We have talked about this. We were talking about breaking up the MCU into phases. So that way, because I know I want to rewatch it, and so we're talking about breaking up into each of the phases. I think that would be much doable. Trying to go through those movies over the course of a week or two, and decide that'd be on the horizon.
I like that idea because what we would do is we would take phase 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, we'll do phase 1 and so on down, and then when it's all done, turn around and do an overall. You know, so we're not just ranking like the last show of like the 5th week or whatever, where we do an MCU marathon run or whatever, MCU month.
Yeah.
We would do phase 1, week 1, and so on and so forth. But once we get done with phase 4, the following week we would do all the way through. So it wouldn't matter where you ranked phase 4, your number 1 movie may not be your number 1 movie come week 5.
That'd be an interesting idea.
You know,
because seeing it all together would be a little different. Especially whenever you compare earlier Marvel movies to the later ones.
so what would that be? Because they're saying S. What the hell is S? Like I can see A.
S is at the very top.
Yeah, but what does S stand for?
Like the best, like perfect, essentially.
Superior. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't remember what S exactly stands for, but it's always it's like always the grade above an A. That's meant like the GOAT essentially, or GOAT, greatest of all time, or whatever.
Okay.
Spider-Man shows and movies. There's a lot of like Disney cartoons, and like there's a lot of old like 90s, 80s cartoons. A lot of that stuff would be really cool to go through. For me, I wouldn't go through and watch through every single show because that's a butt ton. But I think it'd be fair to say I could go through and watch, a few episodes of a show, and then that way I'd have the general idea of a show. And plus, cartoons they're or maybe look up a list of the most memorable episodes of a show and go through those, especially with how most cartoons are standalone.
Yeah. True. So there's a lot of stuff.
Yeah. There's lots of options for what we could do, and we're open to whatever, as long as something that we could do. Some things take a lot longer to get into than others, but it'll be fun.
Like your favorite kind of collectible. Rank your collectibles, like your statues, your Black Series, your Funkos, your Kenners, your if you have
the style of figure.
Yeah.
Okay.
See what I'm saying?
That's a interesting idea.
Ranking PlayStation exclusives. There's a shit ton of PlayStation exclusives.
There is.
So we would have to have something set up to where it would be a list for us to go through.
Yeah. Well, this place you're using here with the tier maker, they have a lot of stuff, and so someday I'll probably just browse through there for some ideas.
Like you do PlayStation versus Xbox.
That's going to be a big one, and that's one that will be a big episode where I think we're going to have guests in, because I know we briefly talked about ideas for that one. make that one a 2v2.
Okay. I mean, we can rank villains. We can rank heroes.
Yeah.
Top
There's all
5
sorts of
Jedi.
opportunities.
Top 5 Jedi. Top 5 dark side.
Mm-hmm.
Your
There's
top,
lots of opportunity.
rank out your bounty hunters.
Yeah. And yes, I've not forgot about Nintendo Running J. That is something I've been thinking about a lot. I know one I was thinking about, depending on our opinions on this, but I'm sure one of us could easily play devil's advocate for this debate, is NES versus SNES. NES versus SNES. However you want to pronounce it.
I might just have to sit that one out because I was live for both of them. So, I mean, I would have all the knowledge on it. So I would just let 2 other people go at it. And I just sit there like, yep, I lived it. Like, bring it. I lived it.
Yeah. Or of course, always debating what's the best Nintendo franchise. Pick Mario, Zelda, Pokemon, whatever you want.
Yeah. I would really like to do a favorite Batman villain, like rank your Batman villains.
Yeah.
That would be kind of fun.
I mean, mine's kind of obvious, but like, that he has a great rogues gallery, just like Spider-Man as well. I know that was one of the show ideas we were talking about for a bit too, where we could still do that Sinister Six idea that we had too. Because we were thinking about doing a first episode of this all the way back when No Way Home came out, like, the Wednesday after, right?
No, we were talking about that before it came.
The Wednesday before? Because we were talking about either doing it, like, just before or after. I don't remember which.
We're talking about it before, and then we're going to do it the week after, but then we're like, oh, shit, we're going to drop spoil. And then once we came in for Saturday night's Cantina Combos, we're like, damn, we're going to drop spoilers, so we can't do it yet.
But what we were talking about is I have a list of 13 Spider-Man villains, and we were going to draft our Sinister Six teams, and then we're going to debate which team is superior.
That would have been a good one.
Yeah. There's still always time. Speaking of Spider-Man, going on a tiny tangent, I saw that there's rumored news that the Kraven movie will start filming next month. And Kraven is on that list of 13 villains.
They're doing just a movie for him?
Yeah. The person who played Quicksilver in the MCU? I don't remember his name. But the person who played Quicksilver in the MCU in Age of Ultron, he's playing Kraven the Hunter.
Okay.
I think his name was Aiden Taylor Johnson, I believe. I'm sure somebody could correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's his name.
Couldn't tell you. I don't remember.
We'll see. It could be cool. Finally get Kraven.
Let me clear this out.
Sony's been wanting to do Kraven for a while.
Let me send the link. I mean, not send a link, but share this video with
Cool.
somebody. Like, hey, are you still doing that thing? Yeah, I'm still doing the thing.
Aaron, not Aaron. Thank you, Ralph. Thank you.
Aaron Taylor Johnson.
I don't know why I thought it was Aiden at first, but yeah, close enough. They're both A names. I knew it was a name with a double A at first. And they both...
Ron.
Yeah.
Hey, Ron. All
Yeah.
right, so we should probably jump into this.
Yes.
We're 30
Ranking.
minutes in.
Having a yes. Ranking the Star Wars. Having to come up with one list, and then we'll reveal our own at the end.
All right, so number one, which will be the top three will be slid into the S box, because those are actually like the top three would be like the super three.
Yeah. The Holy Trinity. You know, like your Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman.
All right, so what are we gonna?
Well. I guess we're gonna go. Okay, let's go ahead and get the easy thing out of the way. Because I'm 90% sure we share the same number one, and you're hovering over it right now. Empire Strikes Back.
Well, yeah, because that one is number one.
However, I feel like once we get to number two, I feel like we disagree a little bit here.
Okay.
My personal number two is just barely tipped over to A New Hope.
Okay, give me a second here. Let me move this over here so I can see what's going on. All right. There, that's moved. I can see that there. That's set there. All right. So what you're saying is your number two, you want to go with A New Hope?
Yes.
No, I can't really agree with that one. I would say Revenge of the Sith is number two.
Your number two. All right.
Because A New Hope was, like, yeah, I mean, like, if you look back on it, it's a little bit, let me move this one out of the way. Pardon me while I move screens around here real quick so I can try to keep an eyeball on mine still while we work here. Trying to work together here, man. What's going on? All right, so I don't need to look at myself there. All right.
Patrick says debate. Yes.
No, I say that it's a better. Granted, A New Hope was the original movie, but I just don't see that holding any weight as number two.
Okay. Well, for me, like, A New Hope is like, I mean, arguably all of the original trilogy is very iconic the whole way through. And like A New Hope is just such a good story that just started it all. But I know as far as Revenge of the Sith, which I also love very much, it was a great linking for the prequels and originals. Once you see Order 66 fall in place, that was like one of the coolest ever transitions from one era to another. And the action in that is so good too. Like, you have so many good action scenes in that too. To whereas A New Hope really had like a couple. And even then they were just okay because of the effects.
Hello, Captain Obvious. I mean, what? Okay, so, all right, we'll just throw that there. We'll put that one in there.
However,
it can get slid down one or whatever if
sure.
decide something else.
Okay. So at this point, since we're referring to already the first two movies, do we want to go on to the third movie, Return of the Jedi?
Yeah, Return of Jedi is number 3. I would think would be
exactly
a good one. Okay.
And I love those three very, very much. Like, it's one of the best ever movie trilogies there is. One of my absolute favorites, and they
I
work
mean,
like
honestly,
together
I
all so
think
well.
of the three, I think Jedi should move up one.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I'm very close to switching those around on my personal list, and I just recently rewatched that. Like, whenever I say I love these movies, I mean I love them, and so it's almost like having to pick your favorite child, which is very hard to do, especially whenever they're all straight A students in this case.
One day you might learn that it's not as hard as you think it is.
Damn. Okay.
It's not
But
as hard as you think it is. I can say that because I know mine aren't watching. So
But yeah, Return of the Jedi is very good too. It has an amazing final sequence, and yeah, and also Return of the Jedi. We saw like one of the sexiest ever bodies on screen. That part. We have. We finally got to see the Emperor in action. I mean, you get to it, of course, got to a lot in Revenge of the Sith, but like that was really big for back then, seeing
well, it
the
was
Emperor.
the first time that anybody really saw the Emperor.
Exactly. Yeah.
Was in that.
And so that was just really special too with it. And then the Ewoks, the teddy bears.
Yeah.
I mean, bringing one of the most iconic Star Wars creatures. Like, who would have thought teddy bears would be one of the most iconic things with starships and lightsabers?
Not to mention that Jabba was in A New Hope in the enhanced version. Yeah, but that wasn't in the version that I saw. Granted, like when that movie came back and I was old enough to appreciate it in the theater, yeah, that scene was put in there, but
I wish those original versions could also be viewed, like, regularly, like a nice legal way. Like, I'm sure you could dig around somewhere and find it. Like, I know you can.
I still
Which is like,
have
we
them.
should.
I still have them on VHS.
Well, see, problem is that's kind of before my time. That's kind of like dinosaurs to me almost. Except I can find them if I wanted to.
Yeah, you could. You could.
That is something I need to check out, is those original versions. Something I have not done. Which is kind of surprising. But anyway, what movie do we want to move on next? Do we want to move on to Phantom Menace? Go through release order?
Oh, yeah, there we go. So you're saying number 4?
Yeah, so move on.
The next rank it would be 3 in that row. So you're saying
Well, I mean, just go ahead and place the next movie.
okay.
But if you want to go ahead and like go from top to bottom, we can. But I feel like it'd be better to go ahead and place the
Go
movies.
into rank A for the next 3, and I'm going 3, 3,
I think it'd make more sense
2,
to do
2, wild card 1.
Okay,
Or 1 wild card.
gotcha. I keep on forgetting that's a thing.
Well, no,
So
it's not, I mean, it's just for my list. It's
right.
it's a thing.
Okay, so A. For me, I'd put Revenge of the Sith as my number 4.
Okay.
But I know you think Revenge of the Sith should be in like the top 3. So this is where some shifting around might have to be done.
All right, so we'll slide that in because yeah, that can be okay. And then let's see. After that, we've got to put Phantom Menace in that second
Oh no,
somewhere. No?
No. Well, yeah, no.
You would
There's two
put
movies. There's
you
two
would
movies I put above Phantom Menace that is not already up there, and that is Rogue One and Force Awakens.
let's see. Let's say that would be up there. Move that there for now. Rogue One. Slide that maybe right
I'd flop
there.
Force Awakens and Rogue One, or is that the way that you view it as?
You would flip flop Force Awakens and Rogue One.
Yeah, I think Rogue One's superior than Force Awakens.
Do you really?
Yes, I really do.
On but on what basis do you think that's better than Force Awakens?
It's it's better because we got this origin of seeing how. I mean, we already know the plot of Rogue One, so it's a great way to connect back to the originals. And then you also have that awesome Darth Vader scene. Like, that moment's cooler than any part of Force Awakens. And then you got Krennic. Krennic was I'd say he's an underrated Star Wars character.
Yeah.
And then you expanded on the Rebels a lot. And that was just really cool seeing as well. And the Battle of Scarif could possibly be the best Star Wars battle there is on screen.
Okay. So we've got those three. We've got these three here.
Mm-hmm. So you're okay with this so far, is what you're telling me?
I'm liking it.
You're liking it? Okay.
I just wouldn't have A New Hope above Revenge of the Sith. Personally, but okay. I mean, I understand.
I can see that. I can see
now,
that.
I mean, where's Patrick at?
Who knows? Maybe he's still listening in.
That's why I sent him a link, because his interjection on. I mean, of course, you're not gonna. This is our list here, but
right.
Either way, move along.
Move along. He's searching for a book, he says.
I don't give a shit about your book. You're supposed to be here working on moderating.
All right, so what would be your next pick?
Wait a minute. You're looking for a book that you're not going to read. Just saying. All right, now that kind of tangented off, just to call you out twice. Let's see. So now we're down to Attack of the Clones, the shittiest Star Wars movie.
No.
Solo, and pretty good Star Wars movie.
No. But what do you put next?
Out of those next four, I put Attack of the Clones, I would think.
You know what? Me too. We're both in agreement there.
After Phantom Menace?
Easily. That is easily the weakest Lucas movie.
Yeah. That's one that can kind of I'll sleep through during a marathon.
Sure, but it's also the second one in a marathon, so it's kind of hard to sleep right at the beginning.
Oh.
especially after going through that banger of Duel of the Fates right at the end of Phantom Menace. Like, that's the kind of thing that's going to wake you up.
Do you think I'm gonna sleep through anything else that comes after that movie?
I mean, no. Well, I'm
Okay,
just saying
so
you're already
I'm
awake from
sleep-
watching Phantom Menace. All right, what about next? What do you place at number 9? I know we definitely disagree on this next one. So what do you put on number 9?
Definitely disagree. Yeah, we do disagree on any of these.
These last 3 is where it's going to be spicy, guys. All right. So anyway, what do you put at number 9?
Well, according to this list, I put Rise of Skywalker.
You're insane. It is The Last Jedi.
Yeah, you're a fucking tree.
Anyway, why do you think Rise of Skywalker is better than Last Jedi?
It brought everything full circle.
By being a lazy ass movie.
I mean, why The Last Jedi? I mean, that they banked that movie on showing Adam Driver shirtless.
That movie tried to do new things. Granted, that movie definitely has big flaws in its plot, but not nearly as big as Rise of Skywalker, of where most of the movie is about something that accumulates to nothing.
Last Jedi was directed by a horseshit director too.
The director is fine.
Oh, I don't think so.
Have you seen Knives Out? That was a solid movie.
I've not seen that yet.
That's a solid movie.
Is Chris Evans shirtless in that one?
I don't think you see him shirtless. No. Wait here. What about this? What if we could just do an easy compromise here? All right, since we put our last I know Last Jedi is your least favorite. My least favorite is Rise of Skywalker. So I feel like we could make an easy compromise here by putting Solo next.
Solo next.
We're gonna just put Solo next. Now I do want to make a note on Solo. All right, I do think this is a worse movie than
What?
The Last Jedi.
You think Solo is the worst movie?
No. Rise of Skywalker's worse, but Solo is worse than Last Jedi. Just keep in mind, everything with Han that didn't deal with Crimson Dawn was useless. We already knew all of that stuff. The movie wasn't needed at all. The only interesting parts was Crimson Dawn, and I'm beginning to appreciate that movie a little more. Like, it's cool that they're expanding on Crimson Dawn, but like other than that, it's like the movie was absolutely pointless. You gotta think that Crimson Dawn was only in it for like 20-30 minutes.
Okay.
But here's where the real shenanigans come in at. The Last Jedi versus Rise of Skywalker. Right here. Right now. It's finally about to go down. Who's going to prevail? We'll see. But Ronnie J. Lucas is in agreement with you that The Rise of Skywalker is the better of the two. Now come on here. Somebody back me up. Rise of Skywalker is obviously the worst of the two.
I don't
All right,
think
like-
it is. Honestly, I really don't think it is.
Like, it spends too much time just going around not like doing like. Okay, the first like, I'm trying to think like up at what point of the movie, like just before Rey gets to Exegol, like her whole thing that she has to do is figure out a way to Exegol. She finds the thing to Exegol, and then it gets broken. So it's like this whole movie was up to nothing to that point.
But you have Leia fucking flying through space like fucking Superman when she's unconscious. What is that shit? That's garbage.
It's the Force. We don't know how that fully works.
That's not how the Force works.
You don't know that. That was actually from a Legends book.
Still trash.
Or are we going to talk about how the Return of Palpatine was stupid?
Because it's the most Jedi of the Jedi movies too. Jedi are just weak. I fucking hate Jedi movies.
Well, we also got to keep in mind Return of the what was I saying? The Return of Palpatine was very bad too. He had no reason to come back. Or at least not the way that they set him up in this movie, as they lead you to believe, because they're like, oh, he's alive somehow. And then here comes the Mandalorian to fix the story problems. But whenever we still go watch it, it's like, okay, this is stupid. He's just alive for some reason. You see, there's clones that they did not set up at all during the first two movies.
But he was off on Exegol. Nobody knew what he was doing. So why would they set up the whole
there's
thing?
No setup.
Clone bodies?
There's no setup.
But we already knew he had clone bodies and he was transferring his essence.
No, we didn't. No, we didn't. Not until it said it until then, which was out of nowhere.
No, that was fucking canon until Disney bought it and destroyed all the damn literature.
Okay, Rise of Skywalker has a big, giant goose chase that leads to nothing. How can you justify most of the movie, like up to the point of where Rey and Kylo have their big battle on the broken Death Star? How can you justify the whole movie up until then that leads to nothing?
Still better than justifying fucking Adam Driver.
No. Give me. Hey, some men can be sexy.
But
all right, maybe Christina just has good taste.
But the whole fucking thing, like the Force dyad's just the dumbest goddamn thing.
And they expanded on that in Rise of Skywalker.
But it was already in effect. They had to correct the issue in Rise of Skywalker. All that shit went down in freaking Last Jedi.
And the Rise of Skywalker continued it.
Yes. But it was started in The Last Jedi.
Yeah. And Rise of Skywalker still did it. So if it's a trash concept, then it carries on.
Somebody's going to get stabbed tonight.
Here's what we want to know. Comment in the comments. What do you think is better? Is The Last Jedi better? Or is The Rise of Skywalker better? So you keep on trashing on The Last Jedi. Let's talk about the best moment of The Last Jedi. Arguably, the part that like makes it the best part of the whole sequel trilogy. Like we may have Force Awakens up there pretty high, but it's like this. There's one moment in The Last Jedi that's the best out of the entire sequel trilogy. And whenever I think of sequel trilogy, this is one of the first things I think of because it is so good.
The ending credits.
Well, that's with every Star Wars movie. That music's always great.
Well, I'm just saying that was the best part of The Last Jedi.
No. There's there's that whole the throne room fight with all the guards where Rey and Kylo team up against each other. The turning point where you realize, Snoke is now gone, and then this establishes Kylo Ren as his own character, like as his own body now, not being controlled. Like, the strings of him being a puppet is cut now. Establishes Kylo Ren as his own character. And that was a huge moment in that movie. And then Rise of Skywalker just completely undid that, was saying, oh, Palpatine's back, so he's just going to work for me now.
You know what the coolest part about The Last Jedi
What was that?
was the crystal fox.
You know what? Those foxes were pretty cool. That was a neat
That's the
crystal.
coolest, yeah.
I mean, we also talk about how Crate was a really cool planet too. Like
Yeah.
that was a very beautiful planet. Like the
Like
whole red and white themes that movie had was visually amazing.
it took to get all the way to the very, very end to have something cool, but
Well, no. There's the throne room fight scene. Do you really not think that was a cool fight?
no, not really.
How come? Why not?
It really wasn't that great. The choreographic, or the yeah, yeah, it looked like it wasn't all smooth, like it should have been. You can just tell, like in some of the other fights in the movies, it doesn't look like a over and over practice. It looked like it was like something that should have hit the cutting room floor and been reshot. You know,
Could they have tightened it up a tiny bit? Definitely. But there's also mistakes in every single fight. Like you can pick really any fight. So, but there's I don't know. It was very cool seeing all these guards against Kylo Ren and Rey. Of course, absolutely, Kylo Ren stole the show too. Too, like he was the best character out of this whole trilogy. And this was his huge moment. Like The Last Jedi is the one movie where it kept the character the most consistent. And so but it was really cool to see. Just like I said, Kylo Ren finally being his own independent person, but then they ended that in The Rise of Skywalker, and that's part of the reason why it's trash.
but I mean, and like Ronnie J's touching on something too, but he's not like fully touching on it. Yeah, the attack on the dreadnought at the very beginning, cool. Comedy in there, yes, slightly. It was funny, but towards the end of the movie, the whole they can now track us through light speed, garbage.
No,
Every
that's
time
been a concept explored before.
huh?
That's been a concept explored before. I'm pretty sure.
Not in the movies, not anywhere that I've seen where they've been able to track
Not anywhere
through
where
light
you've
speed.
seen, but there is something that you have yet to watch that I believe that may play a part in it, if I remember correctly.
What, light speed skipping?
The light speed tracking, if I remember right.
The ending is garbage. The ending of Last Jedi was the only good part of the movie, honestly.
The ending of Rise of Skywalker was garbage because you have, the whole thing that they didn't set up at all about the Emperor. All right, but then they bring back the biggest villain, the Emperor, and then he gets defeated super easily because Rey just puts her swords in a cross and goes "Hiya, girl power," and wins.
And then she gets force raped, and that's how the new sequel, or the sequel trilogy, is going to start. Is the force babies between Kylo and Rey.
Right. Because remember, Kylo Ren's obviously not dead, not at all. Oh,
Right, so we'll just put that in there like that.
no. Come on, other people. Other people in the chat. What do you think is worse, Last Jedi or Rise of Skywalker? We need more votes. Patrick has not voted. This would help either even things out or
I'm not gonna
offset
get
things more.
I'm not gonna get pissed either way it goes, because I have my own list.
So we can just both agree to put it both at the bottom. Okay.
But I'm just waiting to see what the chat says. We only have a couple people sitting in the chat right now.
Right, Patrick. I understand neither of these movies would be at the bottom of your list. We're asking, which one do you think is worse, or which one do you think is better in between the two movies that we're discussing?
I want to see his list. He should have
Yeah.
been on this stream, but
Well, how about after we go through our lists, maybe he could get his butt on here and then share his list. Although I know it's what the bottom of his list is, and I know that's a thing that's not thrown in here.
it's not one that's pictured.
But I mean, you can, yeah. But you can agree that at least like there's many flaws that Rise of Skywalker has. Because earlier you called it a good movie. You haven't really given me reasons to why it's a good movie.
It's a good movie.
But why?
It has a lot of callbacks. It's got a lot of cameos. The story wasn't that bad.
It amounted to nothing. But okay.
Well, so did the one before it too. But
It at least tried to do stuff. This one just tried to do stuff and fell on its face. However, we also got to talk about how uncreative Rise of Skywalker is, with the very end of it just all being Star Destroyers with planet killers. Like they just like automatically go there and be like, oh yeah, so everything here could just screw up everything. Because like everything has to have a planet killer on it now.
yes, Ronnie J, that's what I meant by cameos and throwbacks.
All right. Yeah, anyway, we should be getting nowhere with this as far as this goes. But as this list is, are you okay? Like, is this a list that we could agree on with what you see on screen right now?
I mean, between the two of us, it's about as close as it's gonna get.
Probably. Like maybe if we could just put an equal sign in between Last Jedi and Rise of Skywalker. Could we just say there's an equal sign right there?
Yeah, they're both at the bottom then, I guess.
Look. See, it really evens out. All right, you and Ronnie J say, Rise of Skywalker, and me and Patrick says The Last Jedi. But I think as far as an agreement, this comes pretty good. I'm surprised he didn't fight for Revenge of the Sith a little bit more, saying that was 4 and originally you're 2. But
it is what it is.
It is what it is. Okay.
Because if I want to fight for that, we would still be all the way up there at number 2.
All right.
So we're just gonna save that one.
That's what we have. You saw it here, folks.
You've seen it here that The Last Jedi is ranked last in the list.
No, there's an equal sign down there.
No,
it's just invisible. It's just an invisible equal sign.
I don't see no equal sign.
No, there's an equal sign down there. You just have to look very, very closely.
All right, now, very, very closely. No.
We're going through our individual list, huh?
Yes. I'll let you go first.
Me go first. Well, my personal list is actually super duper close.
Or am I rebuilding it on here as you go? I'll rebuild it while you go through it.
Okay, that sounds good.
So
I'll say there's not much you need to rebuild because my personal list is actually very, very close to what we agreed upon. So I had the first three the same as we had it. Empire Strikes Back.
Hold on.
Okay. So I had the first three.
Hold on, I don't want to show all that other shit. Hold on.
Okay.
I got open tabs and shit over there.
Ronnie J does say that he also agrees with this set that we've completely handcrafted with the equal sign, right? Right. There's an equal sign down there at the bottom.
There ain't no guys have equal sign. I didn't see shit. All right, so now that we brought up this right here is going to be the Dingus's order of his decision.
Okay. So mine was very close of what we agreed upon. All right, so we're having the original trilogy up in that S tier. All right, so we're having Empire first, A New Hope, and just the very, very tiny smidge behind it is Return of the Jedi, because that's like like a great movie trilogy. Like each movie complements each other movie pretty well. So it's really hard for me to like rank the trilogy, but like in a set of three, they're great. Empire Strikes Back obviously being the best,
right.
and then you have Revenge of the Sith as number 4.
Okay.
And then you have Rogue One. And then Force Awakens. And then
that's what you got so far. Your first 6.
Mm-hmm. And I believe that was the same as we had it, right?
Where did that other one go?
I'm pretty sure that was the same.
Oh wait, no. I have to look again, but
okay. Anyway,
very close.
Yes,
very close.
Next is Phantom Menace, followed by Attack of the Clones. I know that was the same. Then we have Last Jedi, Solo, and figure out what's next. and that is my list. This is what I fully believe in.
I don't know what the fuck he's thinking, but
all right. Well, how about you show what you got as soon as you reset, of course.
All right, so we're gonna click reset.
Yep. And Ronnie J says he loves the original trilogy. Don't we all? Well, let's see what yours does.
Give me a moment.
Now, what is Kilo's list going to consist of?
Mine consists of one that we don't have a image of because whoever made this doesn't know what the hell they're doing.
Oh.
Because there is another movie.
Are you going to save that one for last after we go through everything we've already done first, or are you going to go ahead and introduce it now?
No, it's going to get linked in where I put it.
Oh,
so,
okay. The anticipation.
And then just to piss everybody off at the same time. All right, so here we go. Of course, it's going to be The Empire Strikes Back. Hands down, I think that's mostly agreed upon by the consensus of everybody who we stream with.
Yeah, I think so. Wait, is there somebody that doesn't say that?
Yeah, there's somebody that doesn't say that, but we no longer stream with that person.
Oh, so then everybody does say that.
Well, I'm just saying everybody who we stream with now is in agreement to that.
Yes.
All right, so then after that, I am going with my second favorite Star Wars movie. Okay, and that is Revenge of the Sith.
Okay. So you have the two most popular #1 movies right back to back.
Well, I don't know how people rank them. I don't care how other people rank them, but
general perception, it's either Empire or Revenge of the Sith.
two top notch of the
Yeah,
movies.
no, they're both great.
Um, then we're gonna start shaking shit up here.
Oh.
We're gonna go with Return of Jedi, which I think is a common between.
Both of them make it number 3. Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
so I think we are common on the first and third one. The second one's different.
Yes.
Um, then this is where people start getting pissed in their Cheerios because I'm ranking this one number 4.
Okay. You're insane. Number 4 above all these others below, like above Rogue One, above A New Hope, above Phantom Menace. Yeah, you're crazy. Sorry, my Cheerios are kind of disgusting now.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry. I thought I told you those were chocolate marshmallows, but apparently they weren't. They're turds. Because I just shit in your Cheerios too. Um, then we're gonna go with because I have it on a separate screen to make sure I don't screw it up or I don't change my mind. Then the Force Awakens.
Yeah, no. Rogue One should still be higher, and A New Hope.
That's why this is not your list.
I know, and your list is wrong.
Oh my list is fucking amazing. My
Amazingly bad.
amazingly top notch. The only opinion that matters, even though I still accept yours. I accept your
Okay.
opinion doesn't mean it matters.
Okay. Anyway,
I mean,
what
at
do you
least I accept it. There's people who don't accept other people's opinions. Yeah, so, do you have a problem with that one being number 6?
Um, that's an okay number 6 placement. I just think Rogue One and uh
Yeah, you're right.
New Hope should already be out there, but I mean, Phantom Menace I do put around 6. Like Phantom Menace and Force Awakens, which is my 6 and 7, are very close together. Like some days I want to say maybe Phantom Menace is better than Force Awakens, but I love them both.
I mean, I like them all except for one movie. So, I mean, I watch them all. Of course, I'm gonna say yes. I'll sit and watch Empire or Revenge over any of them. But it's not like it's not like Jedi comes on or Force Awakens comes on where I'm not gonna watch it because I'm like, oh, that's only like my number 5 or number 6. I'm still gonna watch them. It really doesn't, it's not that big of a deal.
Well, like even though like Rise of Skywalker is my lowest, there's still a few things I appreciate with that movie, and even a few parts I think is like, oh, that's cool. I just think overall, I just don't think it's good, and I can still kind of enjoy it because I think you can still enjoy it as a fun movie. I just think once you start thinking about it, you're like, okay, yeah, doesn't make any sense, and that's my problem with it. Because I explained how most of the movies are Wild Goose Chase, and it's like, yeah, it's fun when you're watching it, but then whenever you think about it, you're like, wait, this led to nothing. But that's just my opinion.
And that's why it's your opinion.
Anyway, what do you have next?
Hey.
Attack
Episode 2.
Okay. Yeah, I have a. Please tell me A New Hope is next. No, you don't. Oh my gosh.
I'm just gonna tell you right now, I was never really ever a big fan of A New Hope.
Okay, you're insane. A New Hope is amazing, and it's way better Okay, I can understand somebody putting A New Hope below the top three you have: Force Awakens, Phantom Menace, Rogue One. Sure, I can understand putting it below all that, but I cannot justify anybody putting Rogue One, or not Rogue One, A New Hope below Attack of the Clones and Solo, and definitely not Rise of
But
Skywalker.
here's the thing. Okay, out of the original trilogy, okay, of course, Empire is going to be number one. Of
Mhm.
course, Return of Jedi is going to be number two, which leaves A New Hope number three out of the original trilogy.
I don't know.
That was the way life was for the first, what, 20 years of Star Wars being around. Is A New Hope sucked compared to the other two. So forever in my mind, New Hope has been the bottom feeder, for the longest time, because The New Hope sucked compared to Return of Jedi and The Empire Strikes Back. Like me and my friends used to just skip A New Hope and just go Empire and then Jedi, and just watch shows, because, I mean, A New Hope wasn't really. It was, when it comes to the other ones, and for the longevity of the time where we only had 3 movies, it is horrible in comparison to the other two, and for how long it sucked.
Completely disagree. But okay.
Well, you can disagree because you weren't alive then.
Sure. But like, I'm still looking at the trilogy as just the trilogy. And out of that original trilogy, I think A New Hope is just as good as Return of the Jedi, if not better.
No. You have some old creepy ass dude, some old broken down, retired fucking exiled Jedi, kind of like, almost like what's his name from fucking Family Guy, Herman or whatever the hell his name is. Just creepy as fuck old dude. And then he goes and he's supposed to be able to trade lightsaber blows with a fucking Sith Lord at the end of the movie, where he's all old and broken down, and
Well, but he loses, so it makes sense.
but he shouldn't even have lasted as long as he did.
Bruh, that fight was like 20 seconds.
It should have been done in like, no, it shouldn't even have happened. It should have been just like force choke, slice, done.
I mean, that's essentially what happened, just over a
I
longer
mean,
period of time.
the attack on the Death Star, just
Amazing.
no.
Yes.
It's, you got to hit the little spot with the fucking 2-meter wide hole that goes down the reactor and blows the whole thing out. Like, seriously,
And
weak. It's about as bad as freaking what do you call it? Force Awakens, actually, when they blew up Star Killer. It's the same fucking thing.
well, I mean, they're kind of the same movie, just one's superior than the other.
But at
Okay.
least it made it there.
All right.
Now we only have one picture left,
Yeah.
but there's 2 movies that remain. 2 live action movies that remain.
And what's this other live action movie that you're proposing exists? Is this the holiday special? Are you putting the holiday special above The Last Jedi? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing. The holiday special sits above The Last Jedi.
Oh my god.
I told you how much I hate The Last Jedi, that I would rather watch the holiday special than watch that one.
Are you sure you've watched a holiday special?
Yes.
Because if that was on my list, I'd put that down to even below Rise of Skywalker. You legit have a Wookiee sitcom. Like, what the fuck?
A Wookiee sitcom is still better than what I watched in episode 8.
I'm in agreement with Patrick here. We're both shaking our heads.
And that's why it is based on opinion. Ronnie J, are you fucking serious?
He said live action. You know, we're just gonna ignore that. We're just gonna act like
No,
he instead said.
I'm gonna leave that sit there. I'm not ignoring that one. Ronnie J,
Okay.
do you know what the holiday special is? Without going on your, without waking up your hamster to get your internet going.
Pick it up your hamster.
You never seen that?
I've only seen like half of it, to be completely honest. It was so bad I had to turn it off.
Still better than The Last Jedi, in my opinion.
Last Jedi is a beautiful movie, like visually. Holiday Special is painful to look at because you're like, what is happening?
It's on YouTube for free. Go watch it.
This is true. That's how I was watching it.
Gannon shakes his head. Gannon, you can't shake your head in the chat. You should be on screen right now. That was your job. You had one job. One job, Gannon. One job to try to help build that original list. One job. As illegal VHS copies. I think I have one of those illegal VHS copies.
I'd like to get one of them on like DVD.
All right, so now that that's done.
And that we now know Kilo is a very crazy person.
I hang out with you guys a couple times a week. That should explain it enough as it is.
We are stream with a maniac who hosts the show on a daily basis.
You were told to be on here. You were sent the link. Yeah, you were sent the link in the Discord. See, I will show everybody that you were sent the link. Okay, everybody, this is his Discord. Gammon. All right, here is the link at 8:30 p.m. There, see?
Essentially like a minute or two after mine was sent.
No, it doesn't mean you had to come on at that point. You were busy running around looking for a book that you're not going to read.
Roy J's right. Being Captain Obvious.
Well, Captain Obvious has got to do his thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Anyway, that was rankings. That was a thing.
Yep. At least that one was.
Yeah.
Is this working? There we go. I'm calling Spencer out.
What did I do?
Call him out. all of a sudden this turned into a debate into a call out session. So I have to change it. I have to change the title to.
You know, kind of like Marco Polo almost.
Yeah, almost. Where did what do you call it? Read two messages above.
1, 2 is Ronnie J saying, "Just call me Captain Obvious Dingus."
Is he talking about this one?
Oh, maybe actually. I never said anything about who could and couldn't come on because it's technically not my show. Like, I mean, like I helped come up with it and like come up with a lot of this stuff. But at the end of the day, this technically isn't mine, so I don't make those calls. I suggest things. I have a big hand in making things.
So did you suggest that he?
No, I do not recall saying that.
Saying that. I'm just, you know. All right. I mean, either way, it is what it is.
It is what it is. At the end of the day, it's probably just miscommunication.
You know, it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
We got through it. It was not as painful as I thought it was going to be. I did not threaten to do any bodily harm or anything, so
Just wait till next time. Whenever the next topic is chosen. And then you'll see maybe things will get even spicier.
yeah, if we get on something that doesn't hit so close to the, you know, to the feels, you know,
Yeah.
because we already knew there's going to be a difference in our opinions on that.
Mm-hmm.
But we shall see.
We shall see. And of course, you all know how to get a hold of us. You can send your suggestions to either of us. I have an active list going on. You know, as far as something comes up, I write it down. So that's cool. Oh, it's a flying cat.
Meow.
I hate this flying cat.
Welcome aboard Calico Airlines.
What the hell?
Calico Airlines. I hate that very much.
You're welcome.
The cat on your screen is not even a calico. That's the issue.
Oh, I love messing with Spencer.
That cat, it wasn't even a calico. Do you know what a calico cat is?
Yeah, I do. I'm just fucking with you.
Are you sure? Are you
paying
sure?
attention. I'm making sure you're paying attention.
I do. I very much do. You happy
All
now?
right. Yeah. Kilo's up there. He's like, I'm not amused.
You see what I talk to you every day, Kilo?
That's not my problem.
Oh, man.
Tis not. Call him the kitty dingus. What?
Kitty. Here, kitty.
Oh, my God.
So this guy called me out earlier. So that's why I'm here.
Who, me?
Yeah. Who?
I called
You know me. You know me. You call me out, I'm gonna show up. I don't take that shit lightly.
Oh, now that I know that, I got all kinds of things to call you. I just use it week by week.
Oh, fuck.
Well, so now we're having our third co-host.
For all of probably 5 seconds, but yeah.
So who won?
Do you have both of the lists?
I think I saved them. Yeah.
Okay. Can you pull them up each
Yeah.
so we can get a recap of what happened?
I know what's on mine. I know mine by heart.
All right.
Because this is stuff I've thought about for very much.
Mm.
You know, the original trilogy's at the top 3. Then you have Revenge of the Sith, Rogue One, Force Awakens, Phantom Menace,
Mm.
and then was it
Mm.
Attack of the Clones right after that?
Mm.
Yeah, Attack of the Clones, Last Jedi, Solo, then Rise of Skywalker at the
So I
very
gotta try
top.
to figure out.
I know you don't like that bottom. I know you don't.
The top's fine. The bottom's blue.
I don't know if I can put them both up at the same time.
No, you don't have to. You can switch them out if you need to.
Okay. I might be able to. All right, give me a second while I open up the other one because I'll just share that screen. Okay. There's his. I'll set this so we can just go back and forth. All right, now share. Because sharing is caring.
Sharing is
Karen is
caring.
Karen. What?
Because we love the Care Bears so much. So that was the joint
That
list.
is the top one is definitely yours.
That's the joint list.
We got 5, 4, and
That's not yours.
6
I
on-
thought that one was yours.
That's the joint list.
Yeah, that's a joint list right there.
That's the joint list. Okay. So
But that one's very close to mine. The only one that changes
Hmm.
from the joint list is the order of the bottom 3, which is essentially Last Jedi above Solo.
Okay.
No, I think this one here is yours.
That's it.
Okay, so we got
Now wait a minute. If this
5,
one
4,
here is yours, oh shit! What the hell did I just do?
What can I? Oh,
What can I say except
I'm a dingus.
Oh yeah,
it's old.
I turned around and I created a new intro for my gaming on here.
Ooh. Nice. You get a sneak peek.
Yep.
All right, so we got 4, 5, and so what is that?
Wait.
5, 3, and 4 on top.
Wait, that's not his.
Yeah, that's his.
No, this ain't his.
That's yours on top now.
Yeah.
Well, that's yours on top. Okay, so this is Kilo. So we got.
Wait, hold on, because it didn't pull up the way I needed it to. Here
Okay,
it is.
there's Spencer's.
Here's. Let me stretch it out now.
3. Blah, blah, blah.
I do not appreciate you stretching me.
Interesting, Spencer. Moist, interesting.
He's moist.
Remember,
and interesting.
saying moist to the wrong people will get you killed.
Moist.
You
Good thing
say
I'm not one of those wrong people.
Is that kind of remotely close to like almost doggy style?
No, one's far worse than the other.
Maybe. You moist or you? All right. So his is that right there on the forefront is the Dingus.
All right, so we got that. Mm-hmm. That one's his?
Yeah, the top one's his.
Even
Yeah.
though I disagree with the bottom, his top and mid are pretty solid. He might have a pretty good one there.
But
All right,
he's gonna talk shit to me when he put Last Jedi down there in the bottom three.
This is also true.
So you're gonna say something about me putting all that all the way down there?
Let's continue. Next one.
I didn't say I love The Last Jedi. All right.
Yes.
It has some issues.
There's a lot of fucking issues, but you're gonna.
All right, let's see the next one. What's the next one? Whose is this next one?
That one's still.
It's still
there for a moment.
yours.
Kilo's going to show his in just a moment.
All right. I made my decision on this one. All right, next.
I'm being judged.
All right.
I don't know if I like being judged.
This is the Kilo Dingus.
But you gotta remember that the Last Jedi is not in the D ranking. It's like somewhere like the Z ranking.
Oh.
Z as in makes me fucking sweep.
Oh. I see two here I don't agree with. Absolutely do not agree with. I think you are a madman.
Which
I'm
two
right.
do you not agree with?
However, I see some good things here. I see some very good things here that the other did not do.
Is it however or moreover?
However, your top tier is similar to his top tier with a few exceptions. I like what you did with some of these, but some of these, you are a very bad man. But
all right. Let's do the good first. Let's do the good first one.
It is his opinion.
I'm a very bad
Illegal. How dare you have an opinion?
It is his opinion. He is allowed to have his opinion. I have my opinion. Spencer has his opinion. We're all dinguses at the end of the day.
Okay. Anyway.
All right. I have made my decision. No.
You're not going to say these good and bad and not talking about what we did good and bad on ours.
But if I told you would be at each other's throats. Do you really want that tonight?
Go ahead. Tell me where I'm bad.
All right. Let's go back to Spencer's first.
Tell me where I'm such a
I'm being
bad
judged
boy.
first. Okay.
All right. We're going back to Spencer real quick on this.
Tell me
All
where
right.
I'm a bad boy.
He's judging me first.
All right. So one thing you both got correct is the original trilogy at the top. You all are masterful. Except for Kilo.
Hold on.
Kilo did not put 4 at anywhere near the top, which worries me a little bit. But he did.
Were you not listening to me?
But you get it. You gave a great explanation as to why, and I like your explanation. I think that makes a lot of sense considering your age and growing up with the original trilogy. That explanation makes a lot of sense for why you ranked 4 so low as you did. Makes a lot of sense. 5 and 6, yes, are clearly better.
Dingus, I told you, fucker.
But I don't think it belongs near the bottom. I really don't. All right, so this one we're looking at is Spencer's, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead and get the obvious one out there.
I do not agree New Hope is S tier. Number 1. I do not agree.
Okay, that's right. Number 2. Like number 2 of everything.
Number 2 of everything.
Possibly 3.
Right.
Possibly 3. It's really close to Return of the Jedi.
My next thought is, why is Attack of the Clones so high?
What do you mean?
Why?
It's above.
But why so high?
Oh, damn. It's above The Last Jedi that you like so much.
I know.
I don't like it so much, but at the same time, it's like, why attack? Why is it a B? It's not a B.
It's not a B. It's number 8 out of 11.
8 out of 11. That's way too damn high.
We're not going S.
No.
We're not going by the
So it's not. This is the order. We're going left
Yeah.
to right.
Yeah, we're
Okay.
going
Yeah.
one. So S is 1, 2,
Okay.
and 3, 4, 5, and like
Okay,
that.
okay. I see. Okay, so Empire, number 1, yes. 100% yes. All day, yes. A New Hope, number 2, no. You're crazy. Definitely not. Return of the Jedi.
Ha! You little fucker.
Return of the Jedi is a. I would say Return of the Jedi for some people on their list can fall anywhere between 2 and 5. So this one does make sense for number 3. That makes a lot of sense for some people. I get it. Revenge of the Sith. That is pretty much a perfect placement. A good one on you there, Spencer. I respect that.
Yeah.
Rogue One. Pretty much up there with Force Awakens. I respect that as well. I think it's up there with Revenge as well. So good placement, number 5. Number 6. Okay. Some people put Force Awakens between 5 and 7 or 5 and 8. So all right. I'm not going to complain. And this one here, number 7, masterful. I love it. Perfect placement. But Attack of the Clones in number 8, I mean...
Are you telling me you really believe Attack of the Clones is worse than any of the bottom 3?
Yes, I really do.
All of them? Do you think it's better than all of them?
I don't think all of the scenes in the movie are bad. I don't think the acting's good. I think the story is good. Acting, not so good.
I think story has some slow moments, and that's ultimately why.
Yes, story has some slow moments, but every Star Wars movie has some slow moments, except for maybe Rise of Skywalker, because it's like a freight train nonstop. So,
Okay,
all right, I'll give you that one, but I'm not a fan.
Sure. Okay.
Number 9, Last Jedi. I can respect that, down near the bottom for a lot of people, and it's in an okay spot. I think I would rank this one higher, but I understand. This next one, number 10, you're crazy. Solo does not deserve to be that low. You are a madman. You need to reevaluate your thoughts.
Well, remember, I did say I want to rewatch Solo with you. I need a positive view on Solo.
I will give you all of the positive vibes, especially when you think back to that Minoc roast on Ardenia, because it's nuts.
There is one part of Solo that I thought was a really cool callback to the original trilogy, and you all know what I'm talking about.
And Rise of Skywalker, that's on some people's bottom of their list. I get it. All right, so enough of that one. All right, we're done with that list. All right, on to kilos. All right. Number 1, correct. Revenge of the Sith, number 2? Okay. All right. Mad respect, bro. Mad respect. Return of the Jedi, number 3, just like him. You both had Return of the Jedi, number 3. That's one thing you both agreed on, was Return of the Jedi as number 3.
And
that is
Empire
awesome.
being number 1.
Yeah, Empire was number 1, and Return of the Jedi as number 3. You guys both agreed on that. That's pretty solid. Rise of Skywalker, number 4. I'd put it lower, but
We all put it lower.
It's a non-stop fucking powerhouse of a movie.
I will say, in your defense, it is the only film I can think of in the entire saga of all the Star Wars movies, plus the other 2 Star Wars stories. It is a non-stop ride. All the other ones have slow moments. That one is a non-stop ride. So in terms of levels of excitement, great. In terms of story, okay. But it is a non-stop thrill ride, so I do respect you for putting it so high. I would just personally put it lower. Force Awakens number 5. Okay. That's pretty good.
Hold on, you criticized me for having it at 6. Come on, you gotta have a double standard here.
No, because you had it too fucking low.
No, that's pretty 5 to 7, 5 to 8, somewhere in that range. Force Awakens, that's pretty much all right.
6.
Yeah, that's fine. Number 6 is fine.
Lisa, number 6.
Phantom Menace is okay. All right, it's okay.
I mean, like, why? It has to be there. It's got to be in the top 6. It's got to be. It's got
Well,
got 3 of the best.
I don't know if you put
characters.
this there. I don't know if you put this there because you like it or just because you knew I would possibly pop on the show and you're just trying to fancy my little prequel heart.
No, because up until 3 years ago, I hated that movie. I absolutely hated that movie.
It's got a lot of rewatchability.
Until I sat down and I watched it with the kids, and then it's like, all right. And I looked at it from a different point of view.
When you saw it with the kids?
Yeah, it gave me
Pauline. Hey, Pauline.
It gave me a whole different thing. Whoa, hey, Pauline, how are you? It's been forever. How are you? But no, like when I sat and watched with them, it gave me a whole different aspect, a whole different point of view. It had, you know what I mean? It gave me a whole different, like I looked at it from outside of the way I had looked at it before.
Yeah, because when you watch it for the first time, you have like that like sort of OT sort of thought process behind it. You're like, this is nothing like that.
This is
whereas
kind of
if
how
you watch it with like the kids now, you look at it as like this is like you're almost like thinking about it like almost like a master apprentice sort of thought now.
This is how I feel about Solo, as far as just the idea of wanting to, like, I'm not a big fan of it right now, but it's been a long time since I've seen it, and I do want to rewatch it.
It has been out for what now? How many years?
I don't think I've watched it since it came out on Blu-ray.
It's been a little over 3 years now.
Has it been?
Yeah, 2018.
Yeah, so I haven't seen it for like 2.5 years then.
I do miss those Denny's campaigns and their wonderful milkshake cups, collectible, and trading cards, because everyone had to get their hands on that Therm Scissor Punch card. It was a requirement.
I don't go to Denny's.
Nobody went to Denny's until that campaign happened. Then everybody went to Denny's.
We went to Denny's and we were drunk after the bar, so that's about it.
I remember when they launched that campaign, literally all of my Star Wars friends, like out of the blue, were like, we're going to Denny's. And it had nothing to do with the food. It was all about the collectibles. Because you know how us crazy Star Wars people are with like Funko and Black Series. It's like, you try to give us like collectibles, we're going to show up no matter what. Plus, they had like that sort of like Yum Brands thing they did like back in the 90s for Phantom Menace when they did like the collectible cups for Phantom Menace.
Yeah.
Had that sort of vibe again. Kind of nostalgic a little.
Working on tracking down. We're going to go, I think, within the next couple of weeks. One of the shops around here has a bunch of those, who the hell was it? Taco Bell. From
Jar Jar Binks.
Menace. We're going to go pick up more of those. I'm going to go pick up more of those collectible figures from that because he's got all of them. And he's selling them for, I think, like $5 a piece. It'd be a rather expensive pickup, but they've been sitting there. So, what's Pauline been up to? She says, when you do your live stream on Saturday, my husband's on the computer, so I never get to join you. Kick his ass off or make him join us too.
I'm not a fan of your Rogue One rating. However, I understand where you placed it, and I will accept it. Episode, once again, you both with episode 2. What are y'all doing? I don't. Did you both put Attack of the Clones at number 8? I have to know.
We did. I can't confirm that's an 8 for me.
You know what? The more I think about with this in your list and that you both have it at number 8, even though I don't like how high you both have it, it's okay. I
mean, I think it's still a decent movie because it gives.
It's a decent movie, but you put it above A New Hope.
And I gave my reasoning why I did that.
You did give your reasoning, but I don't like it.
I'm sure there are some people who don't like it because you weren't alive during that time either.
I wasn't alive, but I've seen the movie and.
Guess what? Okay. Here's the thing. You've seen the special edition of the movie.
I've seen both versions, my dude.
but you didn't grow up having to watch the garbage original version of it.
I watched which one did I watch? I watched the 94 VHS, which is, I think, the original movie, I want to say, because special editions weren't out yet. So I watched the 94 VHS copies.
The special editions were what, 97, I think.
97.
But still, I mean, it's even with the special edition, it kind of like lifted it up a little bit. If there was no special edition, it'd be lower, in my opinion.
I want to see you all battle out your rankings over the best special edition.
No.
Empire versus Return of the Jedi. Which one made it worse?
See, Pauline calls you crazy about
He's gonna start saying like
how low you put the Last Jedi, Kilo. Pauline says here, she says that she's a big fan of Adam Driver.
That's because she's a big fan of Adam Driver, and he's shirtless in The Last Jedi.
And perhaps that's why The Last Jedi is superior than that
Instead
other
of rose-tinted glasses, it'll be rose-tinted man nips.
Man nips everywhere.
Extra
charm the ladies. Paper towels.
Anything else Last Jedi last? Are you going to talk about your love of Last Jedi now, Patrick? Is that what's going to happen?
I don't love Last Jedi, but I think it is a solid movie. And
Last Jedi is not after A New Hope.
No, it's not after A New Hope, but it's definitely up there with Solo.
Swolo.
Yes, Ben Swolo.
He's also referred to the holiday special, which is very last on my list. Like, I forgot about it because of how bad it is.
Have you shown Kilo the meme you sent me, by the way?
Which one?
Like, first it was Ben Swolo. Now it's Boba Flex.
Oh, I don't know if I sent him this. I'll do that now.
It's him when they're, that scene in
Shut up,
episode...
he'll see it now. He'll see it in just a minute. He'll see it in just a minute as soon as I find it. I don't have
You gotta put it on screen. It's worth it.
Okay, well, finish talking about his list, then he'll pull it up.
All right. So yeah, your Last Jedi at the bottom. I understand your feelings, but
he's wrong. We already know that.
Personally, I would put Attack of the Clones. You know what? I wouldn't put it at the bottom, but
then what is your bottom pick?
Clone Wars the movie.
Okay, but that's not on here. That's the problem. What do you put last live at? Yes, list, from this list.
So in my heart of hearts, as much as I memorized and I watched that movie growing up, Attack of the Clones, man.
Yeah, that movie has rough spots.
Let me make this very clear. I don't hate any Star Wars movies. I like them all.
Yeah, so I
Star Wars
something...
fans like every movie. And the only reason I love Last Jedi more than a lot of other people is because I read the books.
Well, if they could justify Luke being stupid, it would be a lot better. They don't give justification for the way he is.
Well,
and that's my big problem with the movie.
The thing people don't consider is we haven't seen this dude in 30 years, and you don't think he's going to not change in 30 years?
That's not the issue.
That is the issue.
No, it's not, because it's the reasoning that they gave for why he turned. It's like
if I walk up to you in 30 years,
those flashback scenes were stupid.
You're not going to be the same person.
But those flashback scenes were stupid.
What would be Pauline's bottom pick?
They both were lying. That's the point of the flashbacks.
Well, you gotta remember, she loves Adam Driver, so it wouldn't be any of the sequels. I'd say one of the prequel trilogy. Probably... I'll say she shares Patrick's pick of his least favorite, of Attack of the Clones. Is my guess. Oh.
I'm trying to think what's. I think Rise of Skywalker is probably above it, and then Last Jedi.
Pauline,
Well, I don't know.
Pauline, I like your opinion. Pauline.
I think I would wedge Solo between. So it'd be
ass.
what? Cross.
She said the Rise of Skywalker. I didn't think that because of Adam Driver. Driver. But yeah, I agree, Polly. Like that movie, I think it probably has a few like moments that's cool, like, you know, enjoyable. But like, yeah, there's so much wrong with Rise of Skywalker. I agree.
I don't know what y'all are talking about.
It's literally Disney panicking because of The Last Jedi, because of it being split, and then they split it even more.
I think what happened was, I think Last Jedi, you were either on it or you weren't on it. I think people on both sides made a lot of stupid excuses, because I saw it on Twitter for freaking 3 years straight.
Sure. Yeah, definitely.
3
No, it's still going. It's still going. Come on,
it's
let's
still
be
going,
real.
but
It's still going.
quieter now. It's a lot quieter now. But for like 3 years
it has
after
its spikes. It has its spikes to where it's like, why is this a thing again?
But for 3 years, I sat there and watched idiots on both sides just argue shit, and I'm just like, you're both wrong.
No. I definitely think the truth for The Last Jedi is in the middle. Like, I find the movie meh. Like, for about everything, like, for every one thing I like, there's probably something I dislike. You know what I mean? Like,
I can understand that. Yeah, that's fine.
But I still overall enjoy my experience watching it, because it's at least and plus it's like Star Wars. Like, I still get the Star Wars vibes.
You know what I will say is the best part of Last Jedi?
Like, I rate it probably like a 6 out of 10, like an okay.
I think what I like, why I put Last Jedi above Rise of Skywalker is probably a mix of, they did some new cinematography things they'd never done in Star Wars
really
before.
Cool. You gotta think about it, it's a very beautiful movie.
It's like an art. It's like an art. Like, it's so weird. And this is kind of like Rian Johnson's, like, you know, film background. Last Jedi is pretty much like an ode to, like, art. It really is. And if you actually get a chance to, if you haven't looked at it, get The Art of the Last Jedi, the book. There's some really cool stuff in there for the concept art. And while I think J.J. Abrams did some really cool things, I also feel like J.J. Abrams also kind of stuck a little too close to that Ralph McQuarrie thing, you know, like, what's comfortable. So while he did some new things, Art of the Last Jedi, Ronnie J. It's by Abrams Books. It's the book that has all of the concept art for the movie.
Yeah.
Let me see it. Let me grab it off the shelf. I think I have it over here, so I can show you guys. Do I have it over here?
Oh. How did I miss this news?
If I can find it, hold on.
Do we want to talk Boba Fett while Pauline's here? Pauline's want to talk about Boba Fett.
Go ahead, talk about Boba Fett.
Yeah, we talk Boba Fett.
So she said, have you guys see the negative views regarding Boba Fett? It makes me sad.
It makes me sad too.
I think this problem with Boba Fett, like, I'm really enjoying the series overall. It definitely has there's definitely some problems it has here and there, but I think people, like, I don't think it's quite what people were expecting, and then they're harping onto these flaws that it has, and I think they're now just trying to, like, nitpick every single thing. It feels like it's just like, it's just kind of annoying.
Well, it's also people dunking on it because they feel like the story is too slow. It's like, you got to realize, like, there's like, what? How many episodes in this? 8 episodes in this series?
7.
7. We're only on episode 4. People last week got to the end of episode 3 and they were like, "This is it. I'm done." I'm like, "You realize there's 4 more episodes, right?"
Well, the other thing I gotta keep in mind too is it felt like some of the Mandalorian episodes didn't lead up to much. You know,
Yeah, some of those were filler.
and people the well, I won't say any Mandalorian's filler, but it felt like some of it did feel like that. At the end, you realize how some of it would come full, a lot of it would come full circle.
And
Right,
I keep
but
telling everybody, I said,
At the time, yes, but Boba Fett, I haven't felt like any of these were filler. It's just some of the execution could have been better, but I still like it.
But another thing people forget is any project that Dave Filoni touches, even if it feels like filler now, it is not filler later. That's
Cad Bane.
never been the case.
Cad
not
Bane
even
is coming.
once.
Cad
Space
Bane is
Whales-
coming, guys.
Space whales are coming.
Cad Bane is coming.
space.
Everyone
whales
keeps
are
saying
coming.
Cad Bane's coming, and I think that the only thing that I see about Cad Bane coming is like one leak, supposedly, that he's on the show.
Whoever scooped it originally also said Bosk, and I fully believe Bosk is coming next episode.
Bosk has to show up. Him and
Yeah,
Boba.
I mean, with all those Trandosians that are there,
Trandoshans,
and we still
trans
don't,
lizards.
we don't
Yeah.
know if Han Solo's going to be in the show or not. We're still waiting to hear back on
Solo's
that.
not coming.
Solo's not coming, or is Mace
Because-
Windu.
The rumor was they pulled Harrison Ford for one day, during the filming of Indiana Jones to supposedly
still
film
happening.
something for Book of Boba Fett. We don't know what it is.
Booka Booba.
So he might show up for like one scene. Maybe he's in the post credits. I don't know.
I don't see it happening.
We'll see. You can't tell with Star Wars anymore. This
Fair,
show is
but
only
I can have my predictions, and I can be wrong if I want to be wrong.
Oh, we're all going to be wrong. We just are.
I won't be.
Yeah, you will.
Motherfucker, I wasn't wrong about Boba Fett. Freaking a Mandalorian rescuing Fennec, was I?
You called that. Yeah, I remember that.
That's one thing you got right.
But yeah, but I have not called anything else that ain't been true yet.
Just remember, Cad Bane's coming. You all heard me.
I agree with that.
Appreciate
I have
it,
a
August.
feeling he's coming too.
I just
Oh,
don't know what
you
they're going to
get-
What are they going to do with him? That's what I'm still confused. Like,
What do you mean do with him?
because he and Finnick literally try to kill each other. Like, is
He's
he going to
gonna
be a
fight
bad
Boba.
guy? Is he going to be a good guy? What are you going to do with him?
I think there's a potential he could come in next episode and betray Boba, but I see his main stay is going to be in episode 6. Like, I think he's going to possibly be the big tease at the end of next episode.
If anyone's going to hire him, it's going to be the twins.
It'd be the Pikes.
Because he already has good dealings with the Hutts.
I already think the Crimson Dawn's behind this.
Yeah, see, that's where you're
I
wrong.
do too.
That's where you all are wrong. Crimson
Oh my
Dawn is not
fucking
behind
yeah!
this.
It's just like 2 years ago, all you guys said I was wrong before.
And now I'm in the minority here.
I feel like they... Because
Crimson Dawn is not involved here, guys. Suck it up. They're not here.
John Kasdan 3 years ago, or John Kasdan 2 to 3 years ago, put a post out on Twitter talking about if Solo 2 was going to happen, it was going to be a war between the syndicates.
It's called Lando.
No, it was going to be a war between the syndicates. And what is going on in Book of Boba Fett right now? They're
See what's
prepping for a
different?
war
See
between the
what's different?
syndicates.
But the thing is Pauline touched it. Is Din Djarin's coming next week?
Well, we heard his theme. We would hope he's coming. We don't know for sure yet. Something Mandalorian related is happening next week. We
It's
can tell that.
Din. It's Din and other bounty hunters.
Din's coming. Now, me and Spencer
I
talked
hope they
about
bring
this.
what's his face. Who's that guy that's been going around to the different the comic stores? Dominic Pace, his character.
Not coming.
Give me a fun Easter egg cameo. He makes a lot of fans happy.
It would be crazy if they had like a whole endgame bounty hunter moment at the end, though. But I don't see it happening.
I don't think you're gonna get all of the original bounty hunters. I think they'll do like a.
I mean, this guy.
You know, yeah, do you actually get to go meet him?
No, I didn't meet him, but I had this sent to me.
That's pretty cool. Yeah. I'm trying to remember his name. What's his name? His character's
Dominic
name.
Pace. Oh,
Gecko or Giku
Gecko.
or
Yeah,
Gecko. This is on some of that Beskar.
So I do wonder, maybe who knows? Maybe they call Dominic back and they're like, "Hey, you want to make a quick cameo in Book of Boba so everyone can go look? It's Gecko from Mandalorian."
Now, me and Spencer talked for a couple hours earlier today. We were talking about the hired help. So we heard the Mandalorian whistle. According to this time because who's going to come with Mando is Cara Dune still involved? Because what was this shot?
They're gonna write her out. They're gonna write her out.
Was it shot
to be the sheriff?
This
was it shot before she was terminated?
This does not correlate as we have determined.
Good question. When did they officially let her go?
In
February of last year.
Mm-hmm.
And they finished wrapping or shooting everything by what was it?
2 or 3 months later.
So they could have already shot.
They could have filmed something with her, yes.
Yeah.
But I feel like since
it
wasn't later on, which is where the point we're at now is where I don't think she wouldn't be.
They could also cut her part out, even if she did film something.
This is also true.
As long as she got paid, she couldn't care less.
But okay, fine. But if it's not her, okay,
you're saying if they replaced her with another actress, like Marvel style,
just don't fucking do it. Just get rid of her character.
I'd rather they write her off the show.
But okay, so it's not her.
Replace her with Hera.
But who's coming with him?
No one.
No, someone's gonna come with him. If anybody, it's Grief Karga. What's his name?
He's gonna be by himself.
Either he's coming by himself.
He's gonna be a loner in a new ship, obviously.
Or he'll have a new ship.
Oh yeah, this will be the way they debut. This is how they're gonna debut the new ship, and we're gonna lose our minds, and we're gonna want to buy it.
Or
we're gonna be like, this is either the best new thing ever, or this is stupid.
Or this looks stupid. If it looks like the everybody talking about the little Vespas. If he's driving like a giant ship Vespa version,
a giant Vespa.
A
giant Vespa.
You know what would be cool though? If it was done like a Sabine paint job, I'd be okay with that.
Giant Vespa.
Be like, hey, my friend Sabine, she just painted my new hot rod. I was just rewatching that episode from season 1 of Rebels.
Well, what about
where she painted the TIE fighter, and then they flew into the Star Destroyer, and the Star Troopers look at it like that. And they're like, that's not regulation.
What about besides spoiler or dickhead? Well, look, we in the back.
I keep saying Ahsoka. Ahsoka could show up because Dave Filoni directs episode 6.
It's Cad Bane's episode. That's also a Filoni baby.
But I think Ahsoka might come with Mando. Either that or Bo-Katan could come with him.
More possible, but no.
The only reason I keep thinking Ahsoka possibly is because she's already had a run-in with the Pikes before.
Yeah, but doesn't mean now, so many years later.
She really doesn't like, we saw back in Mando. She doesn't like.
She's not going to come chasing after coin.
Like corrupt politics. Well,
Mando will.
It depends on if they have any information about Thrawn. She might come.
They do not have information on Thrawn, and they don't even know she's hunting for Thrawn.
I already know who's coming.
You do?
Yeah.
My mom.
Fucking Jar Jar's coming.
Jar Jar Binks?
Yeah.
I hope. Come on, bring a Watto cameo. Everybody wants Watto to come back for one episode.
I think a serious prediction.
It's not Tatooine. Why not?
Because remember, go back to episode 2. Watto was in Mos Espa. That's where he's working. So he's right where Boba is. He might be old on his deathbed, but I just want to see a wheezing Watto going like,
but we don't know what the life expectancy on this species is.
I'm looking this up.
That's true, because he did kind of just grow facial hair over those 10 years between 1 and 2. So,
but he could also have Wookiees can live to be what?
Over
100
years,
old.
300 years, something like that.
And
Yeah,
then like
400.
Yoda's species is like 900 that we know.
That's true. How old is
species-
Watto? How old is Watto during episode 1? We need to find out.
So they have an average lifespan of 91 years.
So he'll just be an old Toydarian. I'm okay with that.
No. But think about this. I see Watto as being very old by the time episode 2 is, and you got to think. I think he could honestly. He's probably dead.
But
by
I'm
the
trying to
time
think. So
Boba Fett
episode
comes
2.
around.
How many years was it? 3 between episode 2 and episode 3. 3 years, I think. So that's 3. And then there's 19 years to A New Hope. So that's 22.
Yeah.
And then
3 years, but to the end of the original trilogy.
4. It's 4 years.
3.
4.
3.
Look it up. It's 4.
3.
0, 1, 2, 3, 4 ABY.
3.
Wikipedia. I'm telling you, it's 4.
It's 4, goddammit, because how do you think you get 4 ABY?
Yeah, 4 ABY. Return of the Jedi.
God damn it, Spencer. What the fuck?
Did you math in high school?
Return of the Jedi is 3 years after.
No.
3 years. 3 years. Hold on. No, it's 4 years after A New Hope.
It's 4.
Because Empire is 3 years after A New Hope.
I'm looking this up.
Because like the gap between like Empire and Return of the Jedi is only like 1 year.
A year.
Yeah.
And between episode 4 and 5 is 2 years.
3.
2.
3.
It's got to be that fucking Kentucky math. You guys are too busy worrying about making chicken.
I do more complex math than you can, so shut up.
Battle of Yavin equals 0, not 1.
Look at this up. I'm trying to.
There's a reason.
Jesus Christ, this Wikipedia goes through freaking everything.
I put, you know, the part where the Death Star blows up, that puts the BY in ABY. I see you smirking over there. I've researched this shit. Damn it! Oh,
I'm still trying to get to this.
sorry, Spencer. Oh, Pauline was calling you me, Spencer.
She said, "Patrick, zip the lip on Rebels." I'm confused. I don't know what I said on Rebels.
No, I was talking about Rebels, but then she called you me and me you, so we're all confused.
Oh, I was very confused about what I said about Rebels.
Ronnie's laughing his bleep off. He says, "I don't want to know what your bleep is. Don't tell us." Is it your dingus? You're laughing your dingus off?
Damn.
We're yelling about numbers, Kristen. Numbers.
Math.
Star Wars calendar math. Nerdy shit.
Yeah, Spencer's trying to say 4 years is only 3. And I said that's Kentucky math.
That's Kentucky math.
I have always
not
been
equal
under the impression that
so
this is
smart.
not this. I'm still looking. There's a lot.
Search up Battle of Endor and scroll down to the date.
No. I just don't believe when. I'm not. Anyway, go on. What's?
Okay, so we got up to 22.
We're literally talking a 1 year difference.
22.
You want, and this additional year helps my argument.
This matters when we're talking about age.
Well, fine. I'll lean your way now.
Okay, so 22
maybe
plus 4 with a 4. 4 equals 4.
26. This actually helps
26.
my argument.
And then
Another 5.
Mandalorian and Book of Boba take place 5 years after that. So 26 plus 5.
31 years. He's still
31.
No.
31 years after
That's-
Attack of the Clones.
he's dead.
And he
'Cause
was probably in his 40s. So he's now in his, at the earliest, he's in his 70s.
I don't know if he's in his 40s. All I
He
can
looks
say
like
is that he's
he
old.
he could be in his 50s.
He could
Either
be
way.
in his, he could be in his 350s. We don't know what their lifespan is.
I said 91
He's at
years.
91.
Who's
It's from your beloved Wikipedia that's saying
Toydarians live up to
3
their
years.
90s. That's what he just said. He looked it up.
Well, I didn't look it up, so I was just going by we don't know.
Okay, well, he looked it up. He said it.
You go,
Pay
Dingus.
attention.
So he could be pretty close to death, but either way, he's either dead or barely alive.
But do we
That's what
know
we're
how
going
old
with.
he was in those
Oh,
movies?
Yeah,
here,
I
I'll
need
look
to-
up
that's
his
what I
age. I'll
need
look
to
up
know
his
how old
age.
he was during Attack of the Clones. Was
He could
was
have only been
20?
like 20.
Was he 55? We don't know.
He could have only been 20.
Yeah, he could have been a young dude, just all like scraggly beard.
Looks like you, but
Hey,
hey,
I'm a
hey,
young guy.
Dingus.
Deep voice like an older man.
Hey, Dingus, down there with the Joker picture. What's wrong? What the hell, kid? Go clean that up. Go change your picture. Hey, why your camera no working? Hey.
I got this little chance cube. And one side's red and one side's blue.
And it's got the one that sometimes he sounds like that Ronnie J guy.
Red means I'm dead. Blue means I might be alive. Could you imagine like Disney sitting there rolling a chance cube like, come on, Watto. and it rolls red. They're like, shit.
Damn
Put
it!
him in our show.
Another one?
It's like, all right, somebody call Pablo. We got to put it in the dictionary. He didn't make it.
Hey, we got the Ronnie J. Didn't like what I said.
Who knew this was going to turn into a Watto episode?
Well, I mean, we've had Jar Jar shows, you know.
This is
That's
true.
Better.
Everything comes full circle back to Phantom Menace.
I'm not
Very,
getting that.
very, very true. It's very true. It does.
Do
Do I still have him up here, or did I take him down?
you have the sound clip?
Ugh.
So we have no age for Watto. I feel like this is that one item that you just have to always keep here.
What,
Jar Jar,
what
yes.
is the age of Watto?
There's none.
Questions we need answered by Lucasfilm. How
Watto
old
is eternal.
He's a turtle.
Eternal Watto. He's secretly a Sith Lord. We never knew it. Forever selling his junk in our hearts. Darth Jar Jar. Pauline, you're definitely on Team Spencer. That's for sure.
Darth Jar Jar is amazing.
You think has anybody written a fanfic about Darth Jar Jar? Is that a thing?
Remember, I was talking about doing one. I never gotten around to do it.
It'll be like James Lucino's Darth Plagueis, but it's gonna be Jar Jar. It's like the most epic Jar Jar Sith story you've ever heard in your life. Do you remember that part where he said he crashed into the boss's hay blubber? He did it on purpose.
What if this whole time Jar Jar said like a split personality?
Oh, like Moon Knight?
We've just only seen one side of his personality this
He's all
whole
happy
time.
and go lucky, and then he goes to sleep. He can't tell between reality
Well,
and
whenever you see him off screen, not around anybody, he just has his other side. Just saying. Around the time when Jar Jar got promoted off Naboo is whenever Palpatine was done
God.
being, wait, what was it? What was the original position Palpatine was in Naboo? Like just the senator, right? You see where I'm going with this.
Freaking Kilo over there playing D's nuts.
It hit perfectly too. I can't wait to go back and watch it.
Yeah, Pauline, I saw it. It's definitely a fake, but yeah, I hope Lucasfilm does hire.
It was a very well made fake. Like
Very
that was very good.
Somebody even talked to Cinematic Captures, the guy that does the really cool fan made videos on YouTube that uses like Battlefront assets for short films. Somebody showed it to him, and he said, "Whoever did this is like a pro." Because even he does a good job on stuff, and he was like, "Yo, this is tight." Hey, Kilo.
I have a question for you.
You want these nuts?
Where the hell is Cat?
You want these nuts?
Oh wait, she never answered you, did she?
No, fucking needs to
Maybe,
get
maybe
her.
she meant this Saturday.
Maybe she went this Saturday, yeah. She's going to make you wait several Saturdays. She'll be like, I didn't tell you which Saturday I was going to tell you.
The topic of some kind of nut has been living rent-free in Kilo's mind for the past week.
It has scarred him.
He has not been thinking...
Every waking moment, all he
this.
thinks about is the nut.
Ronnie J, no. You sent me too many memes. I'm not scrolling through our entire message history to find that.
What's you doing here? Did Patrick really said D's nuts? Yes, babe, I did. She's crying. What's wrong, honey? Every time I hear that song, I think of episode 1 and the Pod Racer game, because this is literally the song they'll play when you boot up Pod Racer.
Pod Racing's pretty rad.
Dang, you got accused of saying these nuts.
She's just mad because it's an old joke. Doesn't mean it. Just because it's an old joke doesn't mean it's a bad joke. Is Kat okay? I think there's.
I don't know.
Yeah, she's fine.
Yeah, she was in here the other day.
Yeah, she was here Saturday. Everything's cool.
I'm surprised she's not here tonight.
She refused to tell Kilo about his nuts. I mean, some kind of nut.
More than likely, she's dealing with the kiddos.
Right nut, left nut, my nut.
It's left nut, right nut, or peanut?
Peanut.
My nut.
Peanut.
These nuts.
Hold on.
Nuts.
Yeah, she's fine as far as I know. Last time I talked to her.
All right. Guys, I'm eating a brand new product. Are you ready for this?
Oh my god, what did you just write on these?
Dry roasted kilos.
Now, every week, I will grab a handful of dry roasted kilos.
Patrick's got my nuts in his hand.
Okay, this might be the sign that I should probably get off soon.
Oh, boy.
Oh, yeah, you just made that sound even better.
So, I have a
So
question.
you're going to get off because he's got my nuts in his hand. You're fucking disgusting.
I don't think I want to see that.
I have a question for everybody. Everybody.
What if I refuse to answer?
Did Kilo have the better list? Or did Spencer have the better list?
Oh, this is one that I'm not allowed to
Since this is
participate
episode 1, vote below in the comments. Who had the better list? Because I'm not going to decide. I made my thoughts clear. They both made great decisions.
in. Mine was superior.
And some real dingusy decisions. So, leave your thoughts below. If you thought Kilo won, let him know. Get that hype in the chat and in the comments below. If you're watching this on the replay, And if you think Spencer won, this dingus down here, if you think he had the better list, same thing. Let your comments fly. Back to you, Kilo.
Somebody fell off the face.
Somebody fell asleep while typing that message.
But I don't know if he fell off the face of the earth. I still see him on. Well, I don't see him on Twitter because I got blocked by him on Twitter. But
He'll occasionally like something of mine, but he just left my Discord, so I don't know.
If we're talking about a certain someone,
A certain three.
oh,
A certain three.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, he likes my stuff all the time.
Yeah, he'll like my tweets, but that's about it.
he blocked me for some reason.
Who knows?
But it kind of made sense after I seen him in somebody else's stream. So
Oh, it all makes sense now. Okay.
you can't be my friend if you're friends with them.
That's pretty dingusy if you ask me.
Well, I mean, Jedi are weak-minded.
That's not how this show works, Roddy J.
That's not how the Force works.
Yeah, he did, Pauline. I couldn't believe it because I used to talk to him pretty much every other day via text or on the phone after I had surgery.
It was just like suddenly, like out of the blue. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like I recovered from surgery. I started streaming again, and I figured, okay, maybe he doesn't see it on Twitter. So I tried calling him, and then the next time I tried calling him, it went straight to voicemail. So, but it is what it is, you know? As in not mad. It's just, you know.
It is what it is.
All right, so it's Pauline says Spencer, Ronnie J says me, and yet we're still in a virtual
We're in a
tie.
stalemate. So, everybody who watches us on the replay, let us know what you think, and maybe next week we'll have an official answer before the next debate.
Or maybe you could vote. Well, yeah. No, we'll see. We'll let people vote. See what they think.
You decide.
Or after the video's done, just put it in the video comments.
Yeah, just stick it in the comments. Even Pauline and Ronnie, you guys just repost your votes in the comments so we can tally it up for next week.
Yarg.
So we'll have that. Yeah. So I think it's almost midnight, right?
Yeah,
11 for Kilo.
It is midnight.
It's 11, yeah.
All right. So
2.5 hours in on a non-Saturday stream.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead and plug that again while you're at it.
Plug what? Saturday stream?
Yeah, the Saturday stream. Yeah. Get some people.
Oh, yeah. We got
Wait,
Saturday.
we stream on Saturdays? I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
There's this thing here on Saturdays.
Tell us.
You know that show?
No, I don't know it at all.
No,
Oh.
tell us about it.
It's an uncensored show where we go on there and we talk about R2D5 or R4D5, and we talk
R5.
about this guy down here, and we talk about all kinds of things.
Talk about how amazing I am. Anyway, I do have something else I want to bring up again that we brought up at the beginning of the show. But now that
What?
Pauline's here,
What?
maybe there could be some new input.
What?
What would you like to see debated? As this was episode 1 of the debate show.
Yeah.
Just keep that in mind. You know, you have time to think about it. Once you have some ideas, you can put it in the comments. We'll give it a look at.
Is Kilo wearing pants or not?
Well, that's too easy.
The hat's on, so the pants are obviously off.
What very funny what?
We could talk about how great of a movie Joker is.
I still have yet to watch that. I need to get on that.
You should do that. It's a very good movie.
Maybe during all my hours I'm awake, I will catch up on everything that's ever existed, and then we can talk about it.
Joker's a very good movie.
I was just opening stuff that I still had unopened, or it's been laying around for a little while, and I think I will be getting on this one next. And let there be carnage.
I feel like we should try to have like a movie of the week, so we could have some kind of movie to discuss every week.
Maybe we should do that.
Well, what do you all think of that idea?
And right now, I'm working on Homecoming again.
Where are you coming
I'm
from?
gonna finish
Are
Homecoming.
you already home?
Finish Homecoming tonight. Maybe I'll start No Way Home. I'll probably play a game tonight. Or no, I gotta read. I really gotta read. I know y'all keep joshing me about you ain't gonna read. It's like no, I need to.
Mention Pauline's comment really quick. She's guessing that we're debating the films. Yes, we were debating rankings of our movie films. Our opinions on them.
Favorite show? What do you mean, like Star Wars? Like, what do you mean
Star
show?
Wars show. The
Or
problem
just
with
in
that
general
is
TV
somebody
show.
here hasn't watched Rebels.
Oh yeah, we would have to wait. We'll wait for Kilo to finish Rebels before we.
Then
do
maybe
that.
we could do some content with the animated.
Then we'll do the animated stuff. But I think we could. Even though we haven't played all the games, I think we'd be pretty solid at ranking most of the Star Wars games.
Yes, Star Wars games. I've played. I've dabbled in most of them.
There's a lot I haven't even touched.
Valid.
But I'd be willing to, put my money where my mouth is, and pony up and buy some of these games to try them out.
I know a show that Kilo really wants me to get into, which maybe I will soon, just for the show. I'm contemplating it. There's just too much to watch. Is Game of Thrones.
You been watching Game of Thrones, Kilo?
What's that?
You've been watching Game of Thrones?
I've watched all the way through it like 2 or 3 times.
Oh, did you guys see the Lord of the Rings announcement today?
I did.
They officially gave it a title, and I think I haven't seen it, but they said there's a video announcing the title.
While we were talking with Whiskey earlier, I brought it up to him, and he was like, I hate that.
They said there's a video. Have you found the video, the announcement video?
Yeah, it's just like a special title show off.
Is it on Twitter?
Yeah.
See if you can
It's really
find
just
that
a special. It's really just a fancy way that they show off the title.
Is there like video footage of the show?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's like, you know how they do the special title reveals? And then it reveals up to a big... You know what I'm talking about if I showed it to you.
If you showed me, I'd probably get it, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Lord of the Rings is on the way. We have an official title for the show now. But we don't have a release date yet, though, still, do we?
Is it a show or a movie?
It's going to be a show on Amazon Prime.
But you should watch the movies because they're amazing.
The movies are...
Hey, you have to be open to trying new things.
I am up to trying new things, and I'm up to trying not to watch that.
And now that I have the Ultimate Collector set I won, I'm definitely going to watch all of the extended cuts.
I'm not interested. Honestly, I'm not interested in watching it. So, I mean, I'm not going... I don't care if other people watch it. I mean, that's cool, but it's just not for me.
How do you know that if you haven't watched it?
It doesn't speak to me. I've tried watching it. It didn't speak to me, all right?
How about Peacemaker?
I love those first 3 episodes of Peacemaker. All right.
All right.
I thought Boba was a banger. All right. Peacemaker. Mwah. So talk about an awesome show. Hi. You see, the problem with that is somebody else here not only dislikes Lord of the Rings, he also has a hatred for John Cena. And he also hates John Cena dancing, which is the
Do you really want to taste it?
Do you want to taste it? And she has the best session. I have not watched that show, but I've heard that's very good.
You fat blood idiot!
Stampy.
Oh, me and Patrick were joking around earlier this week. Like in the past few days, it's like next Saturday is just gonna be Kilo on his show, on his Saturday show.
Oh yeah, because we keep
Because
pissing
all
him
of us
off.
just pissing him off because of being able to taste it.
It's gonna be Kilo for 3 hours.
You know,
just
I'm the
talking
one that
about
brought up
camera.
this whole topic as a whole. And then Patrick's the one that brought it up on Saturday after Kilo
I'm sorry,
explicitly
Kilo.
told me to not bring it up.
Sorry, Kilo. We were having
So
a
he's
lot
like, yeah,
of
he's
fun.
not happy with any of us. We're just like all gonna be in the
Once
chat. It's
he
just gonna be
showed
the
me that
Kilo show.
intro, I've been singing it for almost a week straight. Like even off stream.
Tomorrow marks a week since I've shared it with you.
I've been like humming it at work.
It's such a good.
I hate you.
You'd really like
the thought
you'd
of John
really
Cena
like-
and the rest of the cast dancing is living rent
in
free.
the most serious manner too. Like they have the most serious expression, but their body says something else. You're right. It's amazing. Maybe I'll go watch that in just another minute.
Okay.
I've
Anyways,
watched that intro at least 15 times, and there's still 5 episodes left of the show.
I do believe the girlfriend needs me, so I'm gonna head out.
Have a good one, Patricia.
I'll see you boys on Saturday. Peace.
Maker. See ya. Anyway, well, that was a good first one. I'm gonna probably go and hop off here in a minute or two as well. Are you here, Kilo? Are you here? Are you alive? I'm not gonna leave till I get a response from him. But Roy J asks about the Blade trilogy. I have actually not seen those movies. That's something I've been wanting to get around to for a while. I just haven't. I don't know what movies I'm gonna watch next. There's too much to watch right now. I'm busy watching DC stuff, TV, and Boba Fett, because new Superman and Lois and Naomi stuff. Because Naomi is a new DC show. That's the first episode was all right. It had me interested in wanting to watch more. So there's that. That's something. But the new Superman and Lois season is pretty good. Second episode of season 2 dropped today/yesterday, and that was good, cool start so far.
Where'd he go?
Patrick left because the ball and chain drug him away.
It's a ball and chain.
Yeah. But I was just saying I was gonna go ahead and get off as well soon in a moment. And yes, I do know I need to watch the Blade movies, and I've heard the third Blade movie is terrible.
Bye, Pauline. Or yeah.
Killing Eve? I don't know what that is.
Oh, you got it wrong. You're saying bye to Patricia. Wait, what did he say he had to leave because why?
The ball and chain, I told you.
Oh, he said that she needed him again?
Yeah. And he's back. But I'm gonna get off in a moment as well. That is what's happening behind the scenes in Patrick's thing there. You hear it live. Whoopsh whoopsh.
Whoosh, whoosh. Is Dingus Spencer? Yes.
Yeah.
Spencer is the biggest dingus of all the dingus. He's Lord Dingus.
this. Wait, do I still have that profile picture? Hold on.
Patrick, we'll see you next time.
I didn't keep that. Why did I not keep that?
We talk so much shit. Give me my goddamn fucking bag. I had to go check on
No,
the.
here's an old picture.
I had to go check on the babies. That's where I went. I had to go check on the babies. Oh yeah, I love that. That's wow. That's an oldie.
I haven't used it in so long I deleted it, so I had more icon
Sus.
slots to just easier fill up new icons, since it seems like I always think of stuff to add in. You know, like every week.
Yeah.
Like, there's this one
Oh,
that I just recently added.
I had some too, but I like the wolf one.
Ow! Do you need a wolf in the spawn now? Is that what you need?
That would be kind of cool.
That'd take a bit of work, but maybe something could be done. Perhaps. Oh, now Ronnie J and Patrick's playing Among Us in the chat, sussing other people out. Patrick's kind of trying to call me sus, and then Ronnie J's calling Patrick sus. This is exactly like Among Us, and you get nowhere.
Right.
All I'm gonna say is Ronnie J accused out of nowhere, so it's most likely him.
Of course, Ronnie J is the one that's sus. It's obvious.
Obviously.
He's the one that's living like a primitive caveman, trying
This
to
is
hide
true.
his.
Fellas, right. Oh, this is an interesting question that Pauline asked. What are your avatars on Disney Plus?
Oh,
I've changed mine like 3 times, but currently it is Boba Fett.
I think mine's Donald Duck.
I mean, that fits. You kind of look like a goofy duck. Okay.
Go ahead, laugh it up, fuzzball.
Fuzzball. Fuzzball.
I would. No, you wouldn't. You would be Twilight.
Well, the problem with that is that's not a Disney property.
Yeah, I know.
I can go look through and see what would be closest representative, though. Right now. I'll look. I know before mine was Boba Fett, because they just recently added these Boba Fett icons like a month or 2 ago. But before that, it was animated Darth Maul, and before that, it was Mandalorian. And that was like a launch thing that I always had it as.
I think I got Disney Plus because of Mandalorian. Well, that came out when Disney Plus started with Mandalorian.
Yerp. Oh, there's the have you seen Raya and the Last Dragon?
No.
There's this dragon in there. That perfectly. That's actually a very good profile icon for what you're looking for. Here, I'll screenshot this icon so you can see what I'm talking about. Because I think this could be very representative of what you were thinking. Okay.
I have Spencer.
Yes, Pauline has me. I don't quite know what or how, but she has me in some form. Um, Hatsune Miku plug. Yes. I sent you a picture of the picture that Roddy J would use.
I'm looking at it right now.
Wouldn't you say that's pretty close?
Um,
Oh, Ryan the right. Oh, the context of Ryan that helps. Yeah, that's pretty close to my Little Pony character, right? Like you have the horn, you got the special coloring. It's pretty close.
it
Or at
says
least this makes
no.
it look close.
I don't. But I have Raya, the Last Dragon. Confirmation right there, people. Confirmation.
No, but actually yes.
I've not seen that yet. I wanted to, but I know it's out now. So, also, what else I saw was out is Dune, and I'm gonna
Very
probably.
good movie.
I looked at it and I looked at it and I almost got it today. Almost.
You should have. It's such a good movie.
But I had other things on my list that I needed to that I'm looking for first.
Dude.
What's Disney?
Dune is not Disney, but Dune is very good. I could probably talk about Dune all day. I've read the first two books and it's so good. I'm gonna be reading the third one soon once I read through a Batman omnibus, but that's gonna take a while.
That's your goddamn. That's your damn plug. It's Dune.
Dune.
Dune or some lame ass fucking John Cena bullshit.
What? Oh, Peacemaker. Peacemaker's very good.
Oh yeah, the guy who wants to eat a beach full of dicks.
Hey, those first 3 episodes is better than Bobo's first 3 episodes. There's no lame chase scene.
Boba's first 3 episodes are not lame.
I didn't say they were. I said they were better, though. Yes, Patrick, Dune was great in theaters. I loved it so much in theaters that I saw it twice in theaters. Just like how I saw No Way Home twice in theaters.
Ronnie J, all right, I know about your Game Exchange plug, but I don't want to talk about your other plug.
Yeah,
Right.
This isn't exactly a uncensored
Yeah,
show.
this
We're trying to
one's
keep
not
some sort of
uncensored.
censor to this one.
Yeah.
Very inappropriate.
If you want to discuss your two plugs, you can do it Saturday when Christina discusses her toys.
Exactly. On that note, I'll see you all Saturday.
All right, let's see you on Saturday.
See you on Saturday, where we will talk about Ronnie J's plug. Possibly add an S at the end. Possibly add an S. I'm not sure yet.
Pauline says she found Dune to be a little long.
You know, I think it served the purpose very, very well. It was definitely a slow movie, but that's the kind of story that Dune is. It set up things very well. Okay. I don't know if you see what Ronnie J named his plug, but that's an interesting name for a plug. Okay. Anyway, I'll see you all later. Have a good one. See you Saturday.
I don't even know. But all right.
See ya.
See ya. Ronnie J, you named your plug GameStop. All right, so Saturday night. We'll see what happens. But we're pushing on 3 hours. This was only supposed to be like an hour and a half. It certainly stopped something. You sure it's a game stopper or is it a cock blocker? One or the other. We'll find out Saturday. Some gimmicks, Jimmy. Yeah. Uh-huh. We'll have one Saturday and we'll have one Wednesday. Saturdays and Wednesdays right now. And then maybe a miscellaneous one in there somewhere of like Lego or something. So I'm usually home alone on Wednesday, so it gives me something to do on Wednesday. It's good to see everybody. We got Pauline in here. We got Gannon in here. Still. Understandable. Yeah, we'll see you Wednesday if we don't see you Saturday. Put your votes in the comments after the stream ends. I'm going to end it here in a minute because I went and checked on the dogs and I have to go deal with them. So it's about time for them to go do the thing. So, all right, everybody, it's good to see everybody. I'll see everybody on Saturday if I don't see you before then. I'm not going to promise you I'll see you before Saturday, just in case, but we'll be back Saturday for the Cantina Convos, and then we'll be back next Wednesday for another one of these conflicts. All right, good night, Pauline. Good night, Patrick. Good night, Spencer. Good night, Ronnie. Good night, the other person who I don't know that's in here, but they're kind of lurking. Whoever you are. And as soon as I find my mouse, we'll see you guys later. Have a good one.
You will find that it is you who are mistaken about a great many things.